Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB Baseball preview and prediction for a Sunday, July 4th. Hope you have yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're watching on a mobile device. Also, I'd like to take this time to wish all our American friends a happy 4th of July Independence Day, and hopefully you and your families have a great and fantastic day today on the 4th of July. All right, today's podcast brought to you by bullpenpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. You can follow the top pickers each and every day at bullpenpicks.com. In fact, if you want to follow the hottest pickers, we got a lot of guys on a hot streak right now. Look at that. Frank the Black Knight, 23-6. Tespo, Tommy Esposito at 23-6. Danko, Laura D, 22-7. You can see a lot of people here. Isaiah, 22-7. A lot of people here are running the gamut here at bullpenpicks.com, and that's because if you look at what's happening in the Major League Baseball, here's the SBI at the Raymond Report, and look at the favorites, how much they've come in here. And you know, when the favorites win, you got a lot of public players winning, right? And 23-6, the favorites are cashing in the last 2 days. And folks, if you followed my picks yesterday at bullpenpicks.com, I went 10-5 yesterday, and I picked a lot of dogs. If you look at my selections, I'm going to go right back to the dogs here today. But just wanted to bring that to your attention. Over the last 7 days, 69.6% of the favorites have cashed in, 71.7% on the 3-day average. And we had a little nice day for the under yesterday, 6-9 to the under. But be careful betting favorites today, because we all know what goes up must come down. And I don't see another double-digit day for the favorites. But you just never know in sports betting, right? All right, let's get to this one here. Game number 1 between the LA Dodgers and the Washington Nationals. Now the Nationals losing yesterday 5-3 to the Dodgers. Joe Ross going to start here today for the Nationals. And you know what? When Joe Ross starts for Washington, the under is 12-3 in his starts this year. And Washington on a 3-game losing streak, while LA now on an 8-game run. And Edwin, you said going to go here today for the Dodgers. And we do like Washington here to snap that 8-game win streak of the Dodgers, 4.5 to 4.2. The over-under at 8.7. Now, if you are watching the Raymond Report for the very first time, my name is Ron Raymond. I'm the founder of the Raymond Report. And what you want to do in the Raymond Report, and what I focus on, the 3 key fundamentals of sports handicapping. Number 1, there has to be value in your selection. Number 2, the percentage play, the cow, is it in your favor or the book's favor? And number 3, the performance cycles. I go find indicators, and the performance cycles can vary from 1 indicator to 20 indicators. And as many indicators you can find in the Raymond Report, then you can string along a solid selection. But whenever I give out these picks here, these are the computer-generated picks. And you can see here I say the 38 previous games in the system. These are all averages of when, let's say, the Dodgers were a 120 to 140 favorite. The total is 9. They're coming off a win. And then we grab all the averages and we give you the computer average. But again, this is not my selection. If you want my picks for free, go to bullpenpicks.com and I will give you my picks for free. Just go to most followed, look for the Expos logo, hit follow my picks, and then go to your following page, and then you can follow my picks. Will be right there. And those are my own personal picks. But anytime I do these videos and I'm giving you the computer pick, just know I'm giving you like the information on the game, but it's also the averages from past history of the same situational spots that these teams are in today. And I just want to get that off because I'm getting a lot of questions. You know, your picks, there's a lot of questions, right? Because I give a lot of information on these videos, and sometimes people get a little bit confused. You know, the cow, the computer pick, the streaks, the VI, the Kogo. It's a very unique system. And if you want to learn more about the system, go to ATSstats.com, go to tools, and go to odds, and then you'll see the RR system. That's our tutorial, and you will get to learn more about the Raymond Report. All right, I want to get that in there because I got a lot of questions, and I wanted to take a few minutes here today to explain that to you. All right, let's get back to the action, and we're going to go to PNC Park here. A first pitch, 105. You got the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, the Brew Crew, man, they're flying right now. 11-game win streak, but, you know, it's not as if they're playing the world beaters right now. The Pittsburgh Pirates are on a 6-game losing streak. They're 29-53 on the year. Tyler Anderson going to go here today for the Bucks. He'll be up against, you know what? Say what you want about the Milwaukee Brewers, and I love them to win their division at the top of the year, National Central. They got a really good starting pitcher. When you look at their big three, you know, you got Corbin, You got Peralta, and I forget the other one. I think it's Woodruff. And, man, this is a pretty good pitching staff. Now, Peralta, when he goes for Milwaukee, they're 11-4 in his starts this season. But the percentage play, the Cal does favor Pittsburgh. And, again, when we looked at the SBI and we saw all these favorites coming in today, just be careful when you're betting favorites today, because I got a feeling it might be a Dog's Day afternoon today in Major League Baseball. Milwaukee, 4.6, 2.6, the over-under at 7.29. Tyler Anderson going to go up against Freddie Peralta, and we'll see what happens today at PNC Park. San Diego taking on the Philadelphia Phillies now. One thing I noticed in the Raymond Report, Philadelphia Phillies, anytime they're at home at Citizens Bank Park and they're facing a team that has a 50 to 59.9% winning percentage, 11-0. 11-0 this season. So check out the Raymond Report for a lot of great information. We'll see they'll make it 12-0 today against the Padres. You got Vince Velasquez up against Blake Snell, and the line is 122 for San Diego. I had it listed at 198, but I also had the Phillies at plus 138, and we do like the Phillies here, 4.4 to 4.03, the over-under at 8.4, 71% chance of winning for San Diego, 42 for the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, Tampa Bay, disappointed yesterday, big loss against Toronto Blue Jays, 6-3, and today Ryan Yarbrough going to ask to stop the bleeding as Tampa Bay now on a 5-game losing streak, and the Toronto Blue Jays on a 2-game win streak. 167 is the price. Robbie Ray going to go for the Blue Jays. 4.7 to 3.7. Favoring Toronto. The over-under at 8.53. Chicago White Sox taking on Detroit Tigers. Tigers winning big yesterday at Comerica Park, 11-5. And Matt Manning going to go up against Lucas Giolito here. A little surprising. They're 8-8 in his starts this year. And you know what? A couple of years ago when he pitched that no-hitter, you thought he'd be like going up in the Grom's circles, but he's just flattening out right here, and we'll see if Chicago could get back on the winning track here today against Detroit. We do like him to win though, big 10 to 4.5, the over/under at 14.5. Cubbies taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Remember I said it, the Cubs ever since they lost that, they blew that 7-run lead in Milwaukee. It's just anytime you get a team that loses like that, it tends to just, when it rains, it pours, right? And we'll see today if Chicago can turn it around at Great American Ballpark. We do like him to win, though, here today. 5.4 to 4.9, the over-under at 10.35. Kyle Hendricks going to go up against Wade Miley. That's a great pitching matchup right there. And when Hendricks goes for the Cubbies, they are 12-5 on the year. And look at that. They're one game above 500 now, while Cincinnati is 2 games at 42-40. Houston taking on the Tribe. Now, big game last night for Houston. 3-2 win. That was a good game. Unfortunately for the Cleveland, that was our top underdog pick, was a loser. Cal Quantrill going up against Zach Greinke today. Now, when the Stros put Greinke on the hill, they are 12-5 in his starts, but 12-4-1 to the over. Houston on a 3-game win streak, while the Cleveland Indians are now on a 4-game slide. We do like the Stros again, 4.5 to 3.5. The over-under at 8.1. Marlins taking on the Atlanta Braves. Now, those scrappy Marlins won yesterday in Atlanta 3-2. The game before was 1-0, so we'll see if this will be a higher scoring game here today at SunTrust Park. We do like the Marlins to win back again here today on July 4th in Atlanta. 6.1 to 5.7, the over-under at 11.8. Zach Thompson going to get the ball here for the Marlins. He'll be up against the old veteran, Charlie Morton, for the Atlanta Braves. All right, we got a doubleheader today in New York in the Bronx. In fact, this is game 1. This is the best one. I don't know why they didn't put this at the 8 o'clock start, but Marcus Stroman up against Garrett Cole, and you got the Mets winning this one, 5.7 to 5.2, and the over-under at 11 in the Subway Series, and looking at the total, 11. So what is the total in this game? 5.5. Wow. Man, that's a low total. I think I'd play that one out, but keep in mind, it's going to be a 7-inning game. Minnesota taking on the Kansas City Royals. Royals winning yesterday 6-3. Now they're on a 2-game win streak against Minnesota. Man, after last year's season, you thought Minnesota would be a little bit better today. And look at Kenta Maeda. He's struggling. They're 3-9 in his starts, and he's going to get the pill today, as they say. And Minnesota, again, on a 5-game losing streak, and we do have them winning, though, today. 6.5 to 6, the over-under at 12.5. 80% chance for Maeda and the Twins against Brad Keller and the Kansas City Royals. St. Louis taking on the Colorado Rockies. 3-2 win last night for the Cards at Coors. And Carlos Martinez is going to go up against German Marquez of Colorado. We do like the Rockies in this one. And it's a 5.18 to 4.9. The over-under at 10.11. And looking at the last 7 games for Colorado have gone under the total. Baltimore Angels, we do like the O's in this one. 6-5. The over-under at 11.2. Thomas Esselman going up against Patrick Sandoval of the LA Angels, and the over is 5-1 in the Sandoval starts. LA on a 3-game win streak, and looking at their record on the year, 41-41, so a win today, get them above 500. Good game last night in Oakland. In fact, it was a 7-6 win for the A's, and now Nick Pivetta going to go for the Boston Red Sox. They're 11-5 in his starts, 8-8 to the over-under, and James Kaprielian going to go for Oakland. They're 5-4 in his starts. And looking at the final score here, we do like Boston, 3.9 to 3.7 for Oakland. The over-under at 7.75. So it does like it to go under the total. And your Kogo, the chance of this game going over the total today is at 42%. So a good chance this can go under the total today in Oakland. Texas taking on Seattle. Texas was one of my underdog plays yesterday at bullpenpicks.com. Mike Fultonevich going up against Chris Flexen. And we're going to see if he's going to flex those muscles today against the Rangers. 10-5 in his starts when he goes for Seattle. And when Fultonevich goes for Texas, the Rangers are 6-10. The last 3 have gone over for Texas, and they are 33-50 on the year, while Seattle, surprisingly enough, 2 games above 500, 43-41. My line on the game, plus 104 for Seattle, so you can see they're overvalued at 158. 5.4 to 4.8, the over-under at 10.32, favoring the Seattle Mariners. The doubleheader, this is a late one here. The ESPN Sunday night game of the week. You got Cortez up against Oswalt, 5-1, favoring the Bronx Bombers. 6.75 is the over/under, but still no line yet on that game. And your final game of the day, the Giants taking on the D-backs. Now the Giants winning last night, 6-5 against Arizona. Anthony Descalafani going to go here today against Caleb Smith. They're 1-7 in Smith starts, 11-5 in Delascani starts, and San Fran now on a 2-game win streak. 70% chance on the percentage play compared to 35 for the Giants. And your line value, minus 202. So you're getting a bit of a discount here at 155. All right, let's go to your favorite segment of the show. Trends are your friends. And let's see what kind of trends we have here today at the Raymond Report. And we'll go to the old 80% club. And let's see if how many friends we have here today in the Trends are your friends circle. All right, the Angels 13-1 as a minus 200, 220 home favorite coming off an under. Don't like those big prices as given out as trends. The Astros 12-1 as a 140, 160 road favorite after a conference game the last 5 years. The under is 12-1 for the Tribe. So the Cleveland Indians, when they're a 120, 140 home underdog, coming off a game where they only scored 2 runs for since 1996. So the under could be a good one there. You got Quantrill. He's up against, who's he going against? Houston. Zach Greinke. You never know. The old veteran there going for the Houston Astros. Stros 10-1 as a 140, 160 road favorite after a conference game. So we just gave you that there. Mariners 9-1 as a 140, 160 home favorite, coming off a game where they scored 3 runs for the last 6 years. And let me try to get a good season one. Here's one. The Phillies. Yeah, I like the Phillies here. 9-1 as a home team during day games this season. So 90% angle here on the Phillies. And let's see if we can close it strong with let me see there. The under is 10-2 for the Dodgers as an away team coming off an 8-game win streak since 1996. All right, let's go to the old 80% club. I know you guys can't get enough of these 80% club stats, eh? These are pretty good. We had yesterday that 10-0 angle. I don't know if it cashed in. Forget it was Seattle, I think, or the under. I can't remember. It was a 10-0 one. I think it was the over in Seattle game. I don't know if it went over, though. All right, let's go down here. And Seattle, let's go to Seattle when they're coming off 1 under. So I guess not. 3-2 in the last 5 games. So when Seattle's a home or road team this season and they're coming off 1 under, and they're 3-2 in their last 5, 2-9-1 to the under. Let me see if I can get a good one here. Oh, look at this. Minnesota as a 140, 160 road favorite on Sundays in the 3rd game of the series, 17-2 to the under. And here's another one for Minnesota. Let me see here. There's a couple of them to the under, so a lot of under for Minnesota. Boston Red Sox and the away dog totals 9 the last 2 years, 3-12-1 to the under. And let me see, I don't like the Yankee one because it's only a 7-inning. Seattle 17-4 as a home team in July versus American Conference opponent, coming off a loss versus an AL West opponent, and they scored 3 or more runs for in the last game. So 17-4 for Seattle. So I think that's we'll finish out. Here's another Seattle one. 10-0 as a home favorite versus AL West division opponents, the last 10. So finish on a high note right there, and hopefully that'll cash you a nice winning ticket today betting baseball. All right, don't forget, you can also join the World Series of Handicapping Pro Football Contest, only $25, and you can win the $1,000, $1,500, and the ring by coming in first place. And why not take 20% off your next membership package right here at atsstats.com. Put in promo code football2021. That's all one word, capital F, football2021, and get 20% off your next membership package right here at atsstats.com. And don't forget to check out our Dog Days of Summer series, our tips of the day. If you go to our YouTube channel, you look at the very top, you'll see I'm giving away 30 tips in 30 days, and the first 4 tips are already out, and hopefully you guys are enjoying those, and hopefully you enjoy these videos. If you do, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. And for the 4th of July, folks, have yourself a great rest of your day, especially our American friends down south. Enjoy your day. Hopefully it's a nice sunny day where you're at, and enjoy family and friends, and may all the winners be yours. Cheers.